Hi everyone, today we'll see how to have a GODRUN in NOITA. So just start your game normally and explore the first level. Explore the first level until you have about 450 gold, so you can buy anything in the first holy mountain. Pick the perks that will serve you best in the long run, perk lottery is just perfect. Do not ever pick gold is forever, it will crash your game in a GODRUN. Try to exit the holy mountain without collapsing it. There we're doing it with polymorphin, but you can also use, say, a teleport spell, which is great for this purpose. We need to not collapse it so we can tinker with wands there later. On level 2 it's usually a good idea to check the mini wand mart on the far left side. In the second holy mountain, pick the relevant perks and try to better your wand. If you can, do not touch the health refresh and the spell refresh. If you have no choice, pick them. But if you can leave them alone, it will be great when you go back up. And again, exit the holy mountain without collapsing it. From now on, just go as vertical as you can. Again, try to leave the refreshers alone. On your way back up, you will need some health and to recharge your black holes if you have any. As usual, pick the most relevant perks and improve your DPS wand. As we want to go really vertically to avoid any unnecessary risk, you will also need a very good digging wand, and Luminous Drill is perfect. Now it doesn't really matter if you collapse the other holy mountains. If you found the perk Tinker with wands everywhere, you can ignore the whole holy mountain strat altogether. In the Hazy base, dig your way down, and if you found a broken wand, this is the place where you can fix it and maybe get a great wand. Use your rerolls wisely. There's a bit of luck involved, but if you do get lucky, it can be a game changer. So use a wand slot for your DPS wand, another for the digging wand, and save the other two for whatever you might find on your way. If your DPS wand is good enough for the jungle, it usually means it will be good enough for the next two levels until the final boss. And again, if there is an obstacle on your way, just dig through it and you will save a lot of health points. At this point, you should have most of what you need to go down, kill the boss and go back up. So just think vertical. If you found the perk Peace with Gods, it means that now you can just dig through the holy mountain to exit it and you will not need any fancy trick anymore. Just dig through it and the gods won't be angered. In the final two levels, know your enemies. Some of them are really nasty, some can polymorph you, some others will counterattack, so like this one, just don't attack him. Did I mention that you should go vertically to avoid danger? When you reach the final holy mountain, if you found black holes on the way, use them before you pick the spell refresher. If you can speed them up, it's great, but otherwise, just use them anyway. If you dig just like you're seeing on the screen from this button in this direction, you should open the way to going back up. If all you have there is Luminous Drill, it will be a little tedious, but you can definitely do it. Now for this first part of the run, exit the holy mountain, then kill the boss, but do not enter the portal. Go back to the previous holy mountain. With refreshed black holes or luminous drill, just keep digging your way up until you reach the last level. Be really careful as you fight your way back up, and pick anything useful you may have left in the holy mountains. The more refreshers you left in holy mountains, the better. You will really need them in order to not use Luminous Drill as your sole source of digging, which can be really tedious inside the very hard rock of the holy mountains. Health refreshers will be very important if you have no other way to heal, because it's a long way to go. There is a perk called Summon Sedekivi that can dig just a big hole to a surface, but if you did not find it, well, be patient. Once you reach the highest holy mountain in which you can take your wands, get ready for spell hunting. Fuse your DPS wand with your digging wand if you can, and leave as many empty slots as you can. We'll be going to the wand mart, so we can bring the spells we will need in order to go to a parallel world. Climb up the entrance, which should be easy by now, and go to the far right at the end of the desert. We'll be looking mainly for three things: a teleport spell, accelerated black holes, and ambrosia. Once you reach the Great Wall, you will have to dig. Sometimes there will be a hole like here. So just go down. You will reach the Overgrown Cavern, which I refer to as Wand Mart, because there are just so many wands around here. Look for what I've mentioned, so like this, a way to accelerate black holes. And here is a teleport spell bundled with other very useful spells. This place also usually has a lot of hearts, so pick them on your way. We finally found ambrosia, but bad news, the bottle was broken. However, it's not a problem because we won't need a full bottle. Just empty a bottle you have with you and pick as much as you can. We need about 20%. Once you found all three, go back to the first holy mountain to tinker wands. Now that you have a teleport wand, you can go back and forth to pick more stuff if you want. Now at this point, there should be only one way for you to heal. It's on the very left side of the first level. You will hit a wall, just dig through it if you can, go through, and there should be a way to get your full health regeneration. The place is dark, but there are ways to light it up. Once you have a DPS wand, one with accelerated black holes, and teleport wand, you're ready to go. Go to the far east and climb the wall until you reach this place. Then you will have to go to the right side, and that's where we start digging, with accelerated black holes. Make sure you have enough of those, if not, maybe the beginning should be done with luminous drill. Now we've reached the toxic rock separating us from a parallel world. It will kill you if you do not use ambrosia, so dig a little hole like this, not with a black hole like I did, which was absolutely a waste, and use a little bit of ambrosia on yourself. Then you can use a teleport spell in order to go further so you don't walk. If you do walk, ambrosia will vanish progressively, but if you do teleport, you should be fine. You should need about 3 accelerated black holes to go through the toxic rock. Once you reach the other side, congratulations, you're in a parallel world, which is basically a copy of the original world with minor differences. So you will have to keep digging. If you do not have any black hole left, just use luminous drill. It's going to be long, but it's going to be worth it. Once you reach the end of the wall, use the teleport spell to go out. This will be extremely important to have a teleport spell here because, as you can see, there are bosses roaming over the world. So to avoid them and avoid any unnecessary risk, the teleport spell is a must-have. Just keep moving until you reach the entrance of the new mountain, like here. If you can reach this point, it means you have all the tools you need to start a GODRUN, because it's basically the same thing starting over, but now you're more powerful. So you will keep getting new perks and stack them. Do not take portals if you are in a parallel world because it will take you back to the main world. So just dig in the appropriate place. It may take some time, but again, you will get spell refreshers. You'll get new wands, new perks, new everything. However, there are some perks that you should absolutely not take, like Lucky Mutation. We'll be looking mainly for Tinker Wands, Stainless Armor, any kind of immunity, and all the associated perks. Once you reach Temple of the Art, no need to go down anymore because there's no final Holy Mountain in parallel worlds. So just go back up and get ready to repeat the process. If you found Tinker Wands, you can go to Wand Mart again, the new Wand Mart in the parallel world, and start storing interesting spells. If you have enough black holes, there's also a way to get really rich really quick. Go to this place, dig in this direction, and at some point you will reach the gold biome, which is basically just a huge gold reserve with hundreds of K worth of gold. Just be careful, you can drown in gold, so don't do that. Once you're filthy rich, go back again to the wall, and yep, that was me using my storage wand. Don't do that, it may kill you. It did not, I was lucky. But go back to this place, and again, dig through the toxic rock, use ambrosia again. If you don't have any left, you'll have to find a new bottle. There I kinda messed up, so I had to panic switch between digging and teleporting. It almost killed me, but in the end it worked. And there we are in another parallel world yet again, ready to farm some perks and everything. As you start to get more powerful and stack immunities, it would be very tempting to start and mess around, like taking a revenge on the Hisi, but that's extremely risky. If you find a bottle of ambrosia and you hit it by accident, you can be just one shot no matter what your perks are, so don't do that. Here we found a stainless armor, which is our main objective. We need to stack many of those to be kind of invincible. Not really, but kind of. Just go down from Holy Mountain to Holy Mountain, and again, what you're seeing on the screen right now is not exactly what you should do, because there's always the possibility that you will break a bottle of polymorphine. The best way to get rid of those is to fungal shift them, but that's advanced process and I will let you look into it. Just be aware that as long as there's polymorphine around, it is not truly a GODRUN. There are 3 kinds of polymorphine, and to fungal shift them away you can use fungus or the spell glue. The perk Trick Blood Money will be really useful because there are some ways to trigger accidental deaths, like with rock projectiles, and if you stack these and greed, you will make considerable amount of money from different foes, and every gold nugget will also heal you. The one way to heal will be hunting a Circle of Vigor, but in the meantime it will do. And you will get a lot of money at some point. I think it's something like 3 or 4 billions. The game will consider that you have enough money to consider that you are so filthy rich that you have infinite money. Did I mention being careful when digging, especially up? The perk Summon Sadekidi will also be very useful if you want to go back up real quick. The next step is to get a Greek letter, so we can have infinite black holes and also infinite Circle of Vigor once we find it. There I pick one in the Celestial Market. But the main source of Greek letters is at the very left side of the first level. It will be the Alchemist boss. Try to dig with black holes around him so you can have a safe spot. This boss has a shield that goes down from time to time and you will have to hit him with everything you have. The shield will go back up, so machine gun 1 does not work here. Again, use your safe spots and try to kill him this way. You will get a lot of interesting stuff. Some of his spells can copy other spells even if they have no charges left, like black holes. Now it should be safe going from world to world with just your teleport wand and your black hole wand without even using ambrosia. As long as polymorphine exists, don't be overconfident and what did I just say? Don't blow everything around you like, man, come on, that's super dangerous. Don't do that. And there, we finally found it, Circle of Vigor. If you have a Greek letter, you will be able to spam this. It usually has only 2 charges, even if you have the perk that removes charges from most spells. This one is special, it will heal you a lot. So make sure you pick it up and you turn it infinite with a Greek letter. This is an absolute game changer and makes other ways to heal obsolete. And that's the end of our tutorial. I hope it's going to be useful for you and can help you turn your run into a truly GODRUN. I guess I could have mentioned the technique called breaking the reroll machines, but that's against my religion. Please do like, comment, subscribe to support the channel, it makes a huge difference for me, and just remember, don't mess around with polymorphine.